Good morning, friends. Hello, Facebook. Good morning. Thank you for joining me today. I want to test my audio a little bit. If you were on last week, you saw that didn't have audio for the first few minutes of the live, and now Facebook has changed their interface, so I can't even test my audio before I go live. So I am hoping that it's working. Everything's changed on my screen, on my live screen. So thanks, Facebook. So I'm hoping that you can hear me. If you can't hear me, I guess hopefully you'll be telling me. You won't be hearing this, but if you do hear me, please type in the comments that you hear me and that you got the audio, because I don't want to start talking unless I know that we have audio. Technology is fun, especially in the last couple of weeks, isn't it? All right, I'm getting some comments. Looks like we've got audio, so we're good to go. All right. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. Hello, good morning again. Welcome to the middle of the coronavirus isolation in our country. Such an interesting time, isn't it? Today, I want to talk about something that we all need to be thinking about if you haven't already been thinking about it. Hopefully, you have, but if you haven't, let's talk about our clients. So, as business owners, we're in a scary place, especially small business owners. Like, depending on, you may have been in business for a long time. You may just be getting started. You may be kind of in the middle there. Regardless, the uncertainty can cause a lot of fear or panic or the unknown, or what do I do in this time? And I've seen a lot of people just kind of freeze and just kind of wait until this thing passes over so that we can see what's going to happen. I've seen people get into massive action and get moving forward. I've seen a little bit of kind of in between, kind of the let's just kind of move slowly and cautiously. However you've been proceeding, I want to make sure that you're thinking about your client, because regardless of what you're doing right now, and even what you've been doing, what you were doing 3 weeks ago before all this was hitting, or 4 weeks ago before all this really hit, what does your client need from you right now? Your client is still your client. Your ideal client, even prospects, are still your client. They're the people that you are here to serve. They're the people that you get up in the morning to help and to do your work for, to solve your problem. So now's the time to think about, what is it that you can do to serve your client? What does your client need from you right now in this moment? And how can you better or serve them even more powerfully right now? Maybe that's going to require a pivot for you. Maybe that's going to require a little shift in the way you've operated or what you're offering. Or maybe you're going to shift big a lot. Maybe you can just keep going as you want to go. But I want to make sure that we're not operating out of fear. I want to make sure that we're operating out of a place of service and growth and hope. And so what does your client need from you right now? What can you do for them? And that's what the art of having a client journey and client journey mapping is so important. It's important for your whole business. And the idea of client journey mapping is just the idea of looking at every stage of your business and client interaction, and all of the places where a client might touch your business and interact with your business, from the moment that they learn about you for the very first time, all the way through their entire life cycle, hopefully for life, but maybe at least until they're in kind of your nurture stage. And there's different stages in there. And so getting used to thinking about and anticipating what they need from you. What are they thinking about in each stage? What are they thinking about? What are they feeling in each stage? What questions do they have? What challenges are they having? What objections are they having? And how are you going to respond? What is your message to them? What are your offerings to them? What kind of content do you have? What are your touch points for them? Where are they going to meet you? Your website would be one, your social media platform. speaking engagements. Gosh, why am I completely blanking? All of the places where they're going to touch your business is are those touch points. So those are the places where that message now needs to be conveyed. And then thinking too about what is the um, the feeling or the thought that you want them to have. So they're coming to you with one thought, with one set of feelings and thoughts, and they've got a problem that they're looking to get solved. They are introduced to you. They're exploring working with you. And so how are you responding so that you can turn those feelings and those thoughts into something else? Something that they're going to then consider looking to you and buying from you. So that's an important thing to do in business in general, but especially right now, it's an important process and exercise to do because you can think really through, get into your client's brain to figure out what is it that they need right now, and how can you bring your skills and your knowledge to bear for them to solve that problem. Especially in a time of crisis, that's what we need. We need leaders. We need people who are going to be there for us and solve the problems we have. So I'm actually teaching at 10 o'clock, so in about 45 minutes, I'm teaching a workshop, a virtual workshop, specifically on client journey mapping. And I'm super excited about this workshop, for one, just because it is such an important part of our business and thinking through what our clients need. It's an important part of the Scale Your Brand method, which covers everything from knowing your identity to who that ideal client is, who you best serve, and how to communicate to them, and how to systematize that so that their experience is maximum of what you can offer. So we're taking one part of that out of the Scale Your Brand method, and we're taking one part of the client journey mapping, and we're digging into that in a 2-hour workshop starting at 10 a.m. Central, which is in 45 minutes, but it's not too late to sign up. I put the link in the description, or I will. I'll put the link in the description so you can sign up and join on the workshop. There will be a replay available, so if you can't join us live, feel free to still sign up and we'll get you the replay afterwards. But it's such a critical exercise for us to be doing right now so that we can serve our clients. So let me give you some examples of what I've seen. First of all, one that we all know is Zoom. They responded so quickly when when school started to announce that they were going to go to distance learning. And Zoom responded very graciously and said, teachers, you can have a free unlimited account. Great. All the teachers rushed out, grabbed their accounts, and so did everybody else. They all rushed out and grabbed accounts now too. All the businesses that were now working from home, everybody was starting to communicate by Zoom. Do you realize that 4 weeks ago, Zoom was well accepted, but there were still a lot of people who were very uncertain about Zoom and meeting that way. And now it feels like a household name. Even my 8-year-old son talks about being on Zoom calls because it's now part of our language. But Zoom responded very quickly. What that did, though, is it forced them to scale much faster than they were prepared to do, than anybody could have ever been prepared to do. And that caused network issues. It caused capacity issues. It caused security issues. But what they also did very well is they handled it because they thought about what the client needed from them at that point. They handled it. They came out and said, we understand this is a problem. This does not match our standards of service, and we are working diligently to get it fixed. And they gave a plan of how they were doing it and how people could use their product more effectively. So they responded quite well for what their client needed at that moment. What about one of the things I did is right away I saw that people were struggling with, oh my gosh, now I have to run my business online. I have no idea how to do that. So I created a Facebook training specifically on how to run your business virtually, where we got into some of the nitty-gritty about how to use tools, online tools, to be able to run your business. Because I realized I had been running a virtual business for 10 years. And while it was just kind of what I did, I recognized that it was a skill that I had that I could very easily talk about. And so I pivoted very quickly, created that training, and it's been very popular. It's still out there. So if you're interested in joining that, you are welcome to it. Even this client journey mapping training, it's not something I had been planning 3 weeks ago, but because people needed it and because people needed to figure out what their clients needed now, and it was part of the Scale Your Brand method anyway, I pulled it out to make it a virtual workshop. So, what can you do right now to serve your clients? Get inside your client's head, get inside your client's heart. What are they needing from you? Maybe they don't need your service or your product that you usually offer right now, but are there things you can do so that you can adapt, at least in the short term, to meet their needs? So that way, when we do come out of this and we figure out what the next thing is going to be for us, we have great relationships with people who remember how we served them well. So if you have any comments about what you're doing to serve your clients right now, please put that in the comments below. Unfortunately, the way Facebook is now set up, I can't see comments at all, which is fun. So please put those comments, and I will come back and respond to them at another time, I suppose. And we'll figure out this new interface here. But I'm grateful that you joined me here today. And I hope that you come join us for the workshop. I'd love to have you there. If you're watching this after the workshop's over, again, go ahead and go sign up, and I'll make sure that you get the replay so that you can still get the value of this workshop. So thanks so much. Have a great week, and think about your clients, and we'll see you next week. Bye.